Tango recently released a list of the 12 brutally honest reasons why nice guys just don't get the girl.
You've probably heard of the saying, nice guys finish last. You might have seen it on social media, maybe a blog post. Have you ever heard of BuzzFeed? You might have seen it on a talk show or even heard it from one of your friends. But is that saying really true? I wanted to figure that out, and so I talked to some of my friends and did a little research to try to find the answer to the question, do nice guys really finish last? Do you think the saying, nice guys finish last, is true?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think it's true necessarily later in life, like your 40s or 50s, but like definitely for our age, I think it's true because most girls have like multiple guys going for them. Like I could be totally wrong about that, but like, so I don't know. It's all about attractiveness. I'm sure I'm just bitter, but that's just the way it seems to me.
In the whole of society, like at our age group, do I think that nice guys finish last? Kind of, but like a lot of guys that are like nice guys, I think people that would typecast guys as nice guys are actually not really necessarily nice guys. They're just people that are plain, or men that are, I don't know, underdeveloped in who they are as an individual. So then they aren't interesting. That's why like the bad boy is someone that is like an artist, or someone that's like more so thinking in a way that's visceral and open, and like you're able to see it. Like if a guy smokes cigarettes, he's considered to be like he's a bad boy, but like it's something that's visible that you can see, as opposed to a guy that goes out and bakes at his own house. That's a nice guy thing, kind of like. But like that guy can smoke cigarettes, can bake too. Like it's, I don't know. It's a thing that's like there's a juxtaposition as to like when you ask me what a nice guy is and do they finish last, I don't really know. You know. Mm-hmm. So like I think that it's definitely a great question, because if you ask me when I was 18, I'd be like, yeah, they do, because like I haven't had this and that, but like now, like being in a lot of relationships and being a lot of like having a lot of sexual interactions with people, and like just being in a lot of like different small or big relationships, it's like it's super great, and that's okay, like that's fine, because like I feel like every person is gonna answer, obviously gonna answer that differently, but like every person has their own definition of what a nice guy is.
I don't know. I think that women want a nice guy, especially now. They want someone who's going to encourage them and be respectful. I think that is a nice guy. I think that nice and respect kind of go hand in hand. And I personally would absolutely want that. So, no, I'd much rather have a nice guy than someone who's a jerk.
Okay, so maybe that didn't really give us a clear-cut answer. So let's look at some academic research to see if we can figure it out. So the first study we're going to look at was done in the 1980s on dominance and heterosexual attraction. And the researchers wanted to figure out if dominance played a role in sexual attraction. Basically what they found is that females value dominance in the opposite sex and rated more dominant men as being more sexually attractive than men who weren't portrayed as dominant. However, according to the study, males do not find dominance to play a huge role in sexual attraction for females. So in one of the experiments in the study, they had both sexes rate the opposite sex based on dominance, sexual attractiveness, and dating desirability, and each of these were rated after viewing the opposite sex in both a low dominance condition and a high dominance condition. And females rated males when they were exhibiting high dominance, they rated them high in perceived dominance, higher in sexual attractiveness, and higher in dating desirability. However, a study done in 1995 on dominance, prosocial orientation, and female preferences gives us a different perspective on dominance and sexual attraction. The researchers added another variable of altruism, or the idea that your partner is caring, agreeable, and selfless. What they found is that men preferred women who were altruistic but didn't really have a preference for women who were dominant. So men value altruism, but not so much dominance. However, it is a little different with what females prefer in males. Females prefer men who are altruistic way more than they prefer men who are non-altruistic, but there's a catch. Men who are altruistic but show no signs of dominant features are not seen as attractive, and that goes the other way around as well. So men who are dominant but show no signs of altruistic features are also not considered attractive. The most attractive group of males is those that portray both dominant and altruistic qualities. An article published by ABC News actually gives credit to the nice guys, which is interesting because they say that it's not about how many people you're able to get, but nice guys actually win because they get the long-lasting, healthy relationships instead of the number. They're getting the quality. And also another thing they point out in the article is that men who are considered bad boys may also tend to have a narcissistic quality, so they could also be exaggerating on their sexual conquests and leading people basically to believe that they are more sexually successful than they actually are. In conclusion, in order to answer the question, you really have to reconsider what it means to be a nice guy. If you're being a nice guy, but all you do is complain about how you're nice and you never get a girl, that may come off as unattractive. Or you're always being nice, but you're very unassertive, or even the other way around, you're too assertive and not nice. It might be hard to get the girl that you want. So I think it's important to consider all of the variables rather than just what it means to be nice. So in conclusion, I don't think nice guys finish last all the time because you really have to put it into context.
Nice guys finish last, that's why I'll treat you like trash. It's not what I really wanna do.